I've always had a special place in my heart for this game. NetStorm was the first game I ever designed and made with my friends, so it's just amazing to see it come back. Rather than have this be a fan remake of NetStorm, we would have a game that is as true as possible to that while respecting NetStorm's copyright and sort of recreating the elements that needed to be recreated with Disciples of the Storm.
My name is Nathan Hun. I am the Managing Director and CEO of Storm Production, an indie game development studio on the East Coast. Disciples of the Storm, or DOTS for short, is a fast-paced fantasy RTS set in a shattered world of floating islands, warring priests battling for control of the skies in favors of the world's gods. In DOTS, the player takes control of a high priest of their tribe that they use to construct temples and workshop as they expand their territory to claim more islands for their tribe, along with collecting resources to build up their infrastructure as they attempt to storm the enemy islands with the ultimate goal of capturing the other high priests in the world to offer them up to the deities of the world. We originally wanted to do a game being in the same world as the old NetStorm and using the older IP, but after working on that for a number of years, about 4 years total, there were issues that arose, so it was decided to just drop the old IP and move to creating our own world and unit designs that we have now been working on for a full solid year. Disciples of Storm, with its bridging system and the use of static fence and defense units, it kind of merges the elements of tower defense meets tower offense. And instead of just focusing on mass producing thousands of units and rushing the enemy base, DOTS puts more emphasis on the taking and holding of territories with your shrines to capture islands, creating networks of bridges that act as your infrastructure through your empire of captured islands, to focus on the individual placement of units to achieve the best tactical advantage. This is something that's not often seen in games on today's market. Some of the most major elements for DOTS, such as random island generation, priest control, construction, and the resource system, along with the very important bridging systems, are implemented as of now. The major elements now waiting implementing and finalizing our new graphical user interfaces for menus, along with coding the spell system for the priests and finalizing the multiplayer lobby systems and debugging on the coding side. On the art side, we're pretty much focusing on creating and modeling of remaining faction buildings, such as the units for Sun, Wind, and Thunder and Rain. If we can get the funding and we can focus on getting the remaining factions done, we should be able to have a stable, playable tech build by the end of next year. We see DOTS as being a game that is continuing expanding, but with a lot of features such as the player priest customization, allowing people to shape their priest to look how they want their priest to look in game, with outfits, designs, along with guild systems for organizing tournaments and competitions in game in the servers. We don't intend to abandon DOTS once it's finished. We plan to continue developing it with either add-ons and additional features over the years. In closing, for those of you who want to find out more about Disciples of the Storm and the background of the world, you can find further information on our website at disciplesofthestorm.stormileproductions.com, or you can find us on Facebook at Disciples of the Storm.